Welcome, fellow travelers, to another Blue Highways of Texas adventure. You know, every state is rich with its own history, famous people, famous places, and Texas is not without its own significant events and famous people. No, I'm not talking about the Alamo, or about Willie Nelson, or George Strait, or both President Bushes, Miranda Lambert, Kelly Clarkson, or Nolan Ryan, Matthew McConaughey, or Shaquille O'Neal, or Dwight Eisenhower, Carol Burnett, or Beyonce. Yes, they were all born in Texas, but I'm talking about going way back to the beginning, back to the early 1800s, where his hard work, dedication, and diplomacy enabled colonies granted by the Mexican government to grow from lonely frontier outposts to an independent republic in just 15 years. That's right, Stephen F. Austin. And we're here at the place where it all started and the state park that honors his name. Now, I'm just a good old boy who calls it as he sees it. Now, I hear there's a fall fest going on inside here. So we're going to go inside and check it out. All right, time to do an RV loop, 1 through 40. I'm going to drive around the loop right here. And it'll be part 1 and part 2. I'm going to do the screen sheltered and the tent camping. So here we go. 1 through 40 RV. And they are all pull-throughs, full hookups. This is 38. Now these are 30 amp. There's no 50 amp in this park. Park host there on the left. Early Friday morning. People start piling in here later on this afternoon. And here are the restrooms, shower facilities, 2 unisex, men and women in the back. And the dump station is right here, right across from the bathroom. Nice clean restrooms. Go to 25. Another park host here on the left, 1 on each side. Lots of trees, lots of shade. Picnic table, fire pit, lantern post. This is number 7. How green that grass is. Can't believe first part of October. All right, there you go. RV loop, all pull-throughs, 1 through 40. And we're going to head on over to screen shelter area. Now in between the RV loop and screen shelters is this little picnic area right here. Couple barbecues, swing set, little sandbox in the back, a couple picnic tables back there, trash cans. All right. Take a right-hand turn into the screen shelter. Okay. They have a lantern hook, fire pit, water. There's no electricity, but there is a picnic table on the inside and on the outside. They have electrical outlet on the outside of it, but there's no electricity out here that's on the inside. Fairly wide asphalt road, little patchy in areas. Now I forgot to mention on the RV loop now, the pull-throughs, you might have to do some leveling. I was lucky in number 27, didn't have to do any. But you'll have to probably do a little bit, maybe. It's not too severe. Alright, that was the screen sheltered area. Now we're going to head on over right over here to the tent camping. No electricity here. Each one has their own water. Another nice restroom, shower facilities, dumpsters on the right hand side. Now this one here has ice and a Coke or cola or soda, depending on where you're at, a vending machine, where the other one in the RV loop did not. There's your tent camping area, Park Coast. Nobody here. And all the site indicators say A, so they're all available. One thing I like about all these camping sites, whether it's the RV loop, screen sheltered, or right here at the tent camping, is you're not on top of each other. You got lots of space, lots of open area. Alright, we're just about finished here. A whole bunch of squirrels. All right. We're back to the beginning here with the park codes. There you have it, the RV loop, the screen sheltered, and the tent camping. Let's go see what else we can get into. All right, time for the famous loo review. Here we are. Now these two in the front are family bathrooms. Water fountain right there. I always like this. You can refill a water bottle. That's always nice. Trash can. Now on the back are the men and the women's. Now, normally they would have ice on the honor system, but you can see it's out of order. All right, let's check out the men's. Nice, clean. Not hot in here. Heater. Wow. Very nice. There you have it. Nice, clean. I did see something outside. I want to check this out. Here's something you don't see every day. A bicycle wash station. How about that? Pretty cool. See what else we can get into. Okay, we're going to do a quick little site review. We're on the RV loop. All of these are pull-throughs. This is going to be 30, and across the little asphalt road is 29. Now these do have sewer hookup. Full hookups here at this park or on this loop. There's your water. Now, the only drawback is SFA State Park only has 30 amp. So if you require 50, you have to use some kind of adapter, because there ain't no 50 amp hookups here. Look at these trees. And it's just the beginning of fall, 1st of October. Here's your fire pit. You notice the red flag on it? There's a fire ban right now. So no wood, no campfires, no charcoal. You can always only use a butane or propane. It's usually a Coleman stove type thing. There's your lantern post. Look at all the shade you got. Now we're going to walk right over to 29. Lots of trees, brush behind it. $29. Here's your sewer. You get the morning shade, but you get the afternoon sun. There's your fire pit with a red flag, lantern post, and picnic table. Some of these I've noticed are a little on the warp side, but not too bad. Usable. You see the woods in the background? Well, you'll see all kinds of little critters out there. I've seen deer, I've seen armadillos. We'll talk about that a little later, but there you have it. The RV loop, 30 and 29. All right, got to talk about the trails and wildlife here. What you're looking at is the Brazos River. Stephen F. Austin State Park actually hugs the Mandarin Brazos River. Now, if you're inclined to fish, find a spot to fish. You might find your luck at alligator gar, different types of bass, catfish, crappie, sunfish, and perhaps rainbow trout. Believe it or not, the Texas Park and Wildlife actually stocks the rainbow trout in about 100 locations each winter, many of them which are right here at the Brazos River Basin. Now, there are over 5 miles of trails here. Most of them are fairly easy, and I must say these trails are very well marked, very well maintained. I don't think I've ever seen this many park ranger pickup trucks. I mean, these guys are working and mowing and cleaning, and my hat's off to them. Now, you'll love to explore these trails through these trees and swamplands and riverbanks. Walking along the trails or chilling at your campsite, you might see white-tailed deer. We've seen that. Raccoons, armadillos, possums, fox, squirrels. And if you're lucky, you just might see one of the most elusive animals around here, the bobcat. Which, of course, watch out for the occasional snake. Now, birds, you might see different types of hawks or owls or herons, cranes, egrets, hummingbirds, cardinals, turkey vultures, you name it. Now, the area of SFA is slightly higher than the river bottom, as you can see down there. So, on occasion, after heavy rains, it could flood, and that's happened recently. And the park will close the trails if they become too muddy. Now, here's the cool thing. If you go on TWPD or go to the headquarters, and if you go on the internet and click on trails information, it'll give you distance, approximate time, and difficulty of each trail, plus a description. So if you want some exercise, some fresh air, and some a little bit of nature and wildlife, come check out these trails. A little more about the history of this area. I mentioned Stephen F. Austin in the beginning of the video. By the way, the F initial is for Fuller. Now, he's known as the father of Texas and first brought 297 families here called the Old 300 under a contract with the Mexican government from 1824 to 1836. San Felipe de Austin was the capital of the American colonies in Texas. It was also the social, economic, and political center. It is home of Texas's first newspaper, the Texas Gazette, first postal system, and the Texas Rangers were formed here as well. Now, many important events occurred here or near here, including conventions leading up to Texas declaring their independence from Mexico. Now, the town of San Felipe became known as the cradle of Texas liberty. Now, many think the word Tejas is Spanish for Texas. It is not. The word Texas itself comes from the Caddo Indians' word for Tejas, meaning friends. A Spanish friar way back in the day set up a mission here in the 17th century, and during an early encounter with the Caddo Indians, they called them Techa, Teycha, meaning friend or ally. And this Spanish friar wrote the word Tejas in his letters, and the Spanish eventually changed the J in Tejas to X, which is how we became Texas. Now, if you fast forward to 1940, the SFA Corporation deeded this land to the state of Texas, and it became a state park the same year. Now, we're about a mile from the SFA State Park, and you can check out the historic site here, and I'm telling you, it is awesome. You got to come see this. All right, let's go see what else we can get into. Well, contrary to popular opinion, no, that is not my ex-wife. Just want to clarify that. I want to talk about some things to do here. And the camera around here, pretty cool. They made the volleyball court into a cemetery. There's Beetlejuice. Now, just outside the really cool historic site, there's really nothing in the town of San Felipe. Now, there's supposed to be, I believe, a barbecue place right off the highway there. There's no sign on it, but there's tons of cars there all day long, people eating. So I got to try that out one of these days. Anyhow, your best bet is to go into Sealy. It's about 20 minutes outside the park, about 7,000 people there. There's a Walmart, Tractor Supply, local businesses. There are some local restaurants. I didn't see any major restaurant chains there, but lots of fast food places. Now, if you're looking some more entertainment, you'll have to go into Houston, where there's a gazillion things to do. Now, Katy is about 30 minutes east of here. That's a pretty good sized town right there. Actually, city. You'll find everything there, including a big outlet mall called the Katy Mills Mall, a Bass Pro Shop, a Typhoon Texas water park, Buc-ee's, Lowe's. I mean, everything's there. Not that far. But make sure you bring everything you need if you don't plan on going anywhere. Now, inside the park, they do have a park headquarters. where they have all kinds of events going on. You can contact the headquarters for the time and date. Also, don't forget about the Junior Ranger program, where you can borrow an Explorer pack and pick up a free Junior Ranger activity journal. And when you complete a task, you can earn a badge. Pretty cool for the kids. Also, during the summer, they actually have a camp for kids between the ages of 8 and 11. Again, contact HR for schedule and registration. All right, let's go see what else is out there. You know, it's early October and I can't believe how green it is. But you know what? I'll take it. You know, you gotta love it. Anywho, here are some random notes and in no particular order. There is an 18-hole golf course just as you enter the state park. It is private, but it is open to park visitors. And there is a nature center here. The hours adjust for the seasons and on the weekends, so just check with the park headquarters for more information, as well as the amphitheater that you see right here in front of me. Now, there is a day use and primitive camping and a group camping area. The Bollinger Creek Lodge is a group rec hall that has air conditioning, heat, kitchen, a microwave, a fridge, table and chairs, a big barbecue smoker, and a stove. And you can have up to 18 people, though. However, the catch is there is a 2-night minimum. The phone reception here, terrible. One bar, maybe. And this is kind of a neat thing. We've seen a lot of really assorted, beautiful butterflies, and I mean a lot of them. And one last thing here, and this is really kind of a cool thing to see here. Springtime to fall, just as the sun sets, you just might see fireflies, or as we say, lightning bugs. And we've seen quite a few of them here flickering amongst the trees. It's always kind of a neat thing to see. All right, let's see what else we can get into. Well, there you have it. A very, very nice state park, about an hour west of Houston. Plenty of spacious RV and camping, trails, a relaxing time. And don't forget to check out the San Felipe de Austin State Historic Site. It's absolutely awesome. Well, this old boy appreciates you going along for the ride. If you like what you see, I really appreciate you liking and subscribing. Until then, y'all have a great day.